Hey guys, welcome back to another unboxing video. Today I have the Medicom Toys Real Action Heroes Shin Mask Rider or Shin Kamen Rider depending on the market. And I'll do a quick comparison with this guy. This is a Threezero, and yeah, this one costs about almost double of what the Threezero is asking for. And this came in December, I think. Yeah, so apparently Threezero is supposed to have Mask Rider number 2 released by last month, but apparently that's taking some time. So anyway, this is a shoebox kind of design. Very nice, high quality box. Sorry, before we go to that, let's see what's in the back. Mask Rider, Medicom Toys, and all that. Got a nice little what do you call this? Picture cover. What do you want to call it? The product shot. Nice foam. And of course, you got this one here. The packaging for the Medicom Toys is quite similar to their Genesis line, where it's quite elaborate, big box as compared to the Threezero, more like a Hot Toys box. Whereas the Threezero tends to be a little bit smaller and narrower and things like that. Simple, cost effective. So this is the manual. Don't worry about that. This guy doesn't come with too many features, but he does have one unique difference as compared to the Threezero figure. So let me focus on taking this guy out. Okay, so this guy's coat is already put on. Okay, let's take this guy out. And he comes with a few helmets. This is the top part where you can just hold it for display when he's having his human head on. This is the full-on Mask Rider head. Right there. It's got a movable jaw, or crusher, or what they want to call it. And the unique thing is that, the interesting thing is that they do have rooted hair, similar to the Threezero. We'll just put it to the side. And a number of hands and all that, pretty standard stuff. I believe underneath there is the display stand. Now that's the thing with Threezero as well. They don't pack a stand, so you probably have to get a third-party stand like I did, probably cheap one there, crotch grabber. So you pull this out, and yes, it's got a very nice display stand, Medicom style. And again, there's something unique here, is that they have a sword. Not sure how the sword plays into the movie, but yeah, apparently it's a very nice sword. Let's look at it later. Focus on the character itself. So I have got to say that in the past, Medicom Toys doesn't do a fantastic job with human heads. They are very good with anime characters, but with live action actors and all that, they do tend to come out a little bit pale, like almost unpainted. But I've got to say that this one looks, in person, looks great. The paint job is nice, consistent. It's got a bit of tone there. And yeah, it looks pretty nice. Good improvement, definitely, from the Medicom toys of past. All right, so let's take this out. In fact, I told myself I'm not going to buy this figure. You know, what's the waste of money buying a figure that's comparable with the cheaper Threezero. But I said, I might just for the video. I think some people may be quite curious to know what are the differences and is it worth the money. So yeah, let's push this to the side a bit. In terms of the cloth, yeah, it's nice. It's got a wired cloth at the back. Not as many wires as the Threezero. There's a wire here as well. nice. The drawback with the Medicom one is that it doesn't have ankle joints, whereas the Threezero one has, which is definitely a plus for Threezero because posing is a lot easier. And I've heard online that this is a little bit puffy, and the Threezero one is solid, so just take note of that. It's probably empty inside, it's just air, which is interesting. And this one is also a drawback because it feels thin, it feels cheap, there's no wires. The Threezero one has wires, so you can pose it like it's just going through the air and things like that. But yeah, let me see this. I'm not sure, I mean, it does look kind of similar in terms of the paint. The molds look a little bit the same as well. Yeah, quite similar all around. Let's see the back. Oh, there's a plastic thing at the back as well. Yeah, it's pretty similar in terms of the paint. Pull this out. There's a lot of plastic on this guy. So let's put it out a bit. So, sorry, excuse me, a lot of plastic flying around. Pull his jacket off. I mean, he looks good with the jacket. It looks proportionate. But I'm just curious about the overall leather suit part of it. Whoops. Some gloves came off. And just pull it out from here. I can immediately tell. Whoops. Could have broke it. Okay, I can immediately tell just by touching the leather that the quality of the Threezero one feels a little bit better. A little bit better, I gotta say. Now with Medicom toys, I mean, it's the reputation, I guess. I'm always scared to kind of pose this guy too much because of that history with bad ankles, bad joints, things like that. But I'm pretty confident that now it's no longer an issue, but I guess one of the main concerns have always been the leather, right? So they did claim that this is eternal or very high quality solid leather, but I mean, as with anything else, it will deteriorate over time. That's a fact. So you just gotta take care of it. Let me see. Okay. So if I pose the Threezero one next to him, I mean, the body from Threezero feels, I don't know, I think it feels a lot better, you know. Size-wise, it's pretty much similar. I mean, with the mask, of course, probably it'll be similar. But yeah, just from the feel of the pants, the leather, I don't know. I mean, it feels thin. The Medicom one feels thin. But it's not to say that this one is not thin either, but it just feels different. Definitely feels different. It's got that gloss on this guy, whereas this one, yeah, you know, leather is leather, but it can vary. So yeah, I think in isolation he looks good. The height is proportionate. It's definitely, you know, stands up with the Hot Toys figures. But yeah, I think this I mean, this is a real negative, I gotta say. The scarf is so thin, you can't pose it, it just falls off like that. So yeah, I think it's a bit of a negative. Then again, let's see the mask. I'm not gonna to open up all the items, just want to see the key items. Of course, you can attach the antenna and whatnot. Let's compare this with the Threezero one. Yeah, you can see right there. It's a little bit more clearer on this one. I think it's a lot sharper. As you can see the compound eyes. Whereas this one is a little bit more cloudy, I would say. It's not as clear or as obvious. So it's really up to you in terms of accuracy to the movie. But of course I prefer this one because you can see the eyes a lot better. But with this one, yeah, I mean, some may not like the obvious eyes, but you know, your mileage may vary. So you can just pose him to like kind of hold the helmet, which is a plus. Whereas the Threezero one, you just only have one helmet and that's it. So in terms of posability, I think they're pretty much the same. But again, this guy comes with a lot more accessories. All right, he comes with a sword. I'm not sure if I want. Okay, you know what? Let's compare side by side the helmet, the full helmet with the jaw. Yeah. So which is your favorite? Both lower jaws can move, right? That's to kind of show that he's talking or something like that. To me, it's no big deal. You know, you can do it like that, you can do it like that, up to you. And in terms of the hair, yeah, the Medicom one sticks out a lot more. I feel this one's a lot more natural. The Threezero one looks more natural. It's yeah, it's a little bit spiky on this one. You guys can see right there. Yes. So it protrudes out a little bit more. Not a big deal, but yeah. Again, your mileage may vary. You may prefer this one. The symbol, the colors on the Medicom one is a lot saturated. Yeah, as you can see the colors on the guy. The green is definitely a lot more vibrant as compared to the Threezero one. So yeah, there's another difference there. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I do apologize. I don't really fancy doing side by sides, to be honest with you, but you know, the people may want to know. One thing about Medicom toys, they have a lot of plastic. It's like flying all over the place. And he stands pretty well too, right? So what do I think about this guy? Would I prefer the Medicom one or the Threezero one? I would say if you want to save money, you want a Shin Mask Rider and save money, go for this one. go for the Threezero. But the Threezero, you gotta admit, it doesn't have the head. It doesn't have the human head. It doesn't have the extra helmet for you to pose with, like that. It doesn't have the sword that he comes with. Not sure how significant the sword is. To me, I don't really care about the sword. Because to me, Masked Rider is all about kicking and punching, right? No swords. Of course, the drawback is, again, the scarf. It's not posable. You may think that, you know, you want a more solid armor piece, but it's just air inside. It may not be as substantial as the Threezero one. It doesn't feel as substantial. You know, Medicom toys figures has always been kind of light, you know. So in terms of that feeling of quality, you may prefer the Threezero one. But is the price on this guy warranted? No, I don't think so, because Medicom toys, as you know, still overcharges, and I think he is definitely not worth the price. He's double the price of this guy, even on discount. And as you can see at the back there, the background, I have the ultimate version of the Medicom toys Masked Rider #1, the old version. I've yet to unbox that. Let me know if you want to see that unboxing. But in terms of the new movie, the new figure, the new Shin Kamen Rider, I would think that most would go with this one. But this guy is currently sold out. I believe Masked Rider #2 is also sold out for this guy. But for this one, I guess because of the high price, he's still on sale in Japan. You can still find him. I'm not sure whether any retailers would bring him in because he's that expensive. But again, if you were to say that, okay, this guy is costly and it's mainly because of the human head, then get this one. All right, you've got different ways of posing him with or without the head. This guy, again, another feature is that he's got the light up eyes. Not sure if it's something that you may like or prefer over this one, because not everyone, it's just a gimmick. To me, light up eyes are just gimmicks. You just turn it on once, twice, that's about it, and you leave it as it is. All right, and you eventually take out the batteries anyway, so you don't want to leave the batteries inside the head. You'll rust, all right, you'll leak. So in terms of size wise, they look similar. The heft, this guy is heavier just by a few grams, but that's expected. Yeah, and Threezero make quality jackets as well. Not to say that the Medicom jacket is bad, but I think in terms of posability, you know, I think the stitching, the overall like tailormanship, I think even the texture of it is kind of the hairy type. You can see the kind of small little hair from the jacket, which I don't really like. I prefer this one. I'm not sure if you can see the difference, or the camera can see the difference. Yeah, this one catches a little bit more dirt than this one, partly because it's got more hair feeling. You see things like this, I don't know, I mean, to me, I can't appreciate things like that. Let's see the back. So you can see here, this one likely catch more dust than this one. Yeah, definitely I prefer the Threezero one, the Threezero jacket. Yeah, so this is my review of the Shin Masked Rider from Medicom Toys, and a comparison with them as well. Hope you like it. Give me a like, subscribe, follow me on IG at LKHOE23, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye. So if you reach the end of the video, I took out the sword. Oh, I gotta say, I mean, it does look very, very nice. Nicely crafted, nicely painted. You know, look at that. And then you can remove it. This feels solid. This definitely feels like solid. Got that matte finish. It's very nice. And you got a sword right here. The detailing is great. I mean, it's really, really nice. But then again, personally, I don't associate swords with Kamen Rider, or even the old Kamen Rider. It's always been all about the legs, the fists. And that's about it, right? So, yeah, there's the sword.